Hi, Joe from Central Jersey Conrail and Inscale, and welcome to episode 5. So this episode, we're going to be building benchwork on the Sayrehurst Secondary. So let's get started. Okay, so we're in the layout room now. Let me go over what I did with the benchwork. The benchwork's all built out of 1x4 pine. It's all butt jointed with drywall screws and carpenter's glue. I brought it down in sections. I drew out a plan to scale, divided the layout into sections, built it up in the garage, and I brought it down here. I installed the benchwork into the walls with number 12 wood screws, 2 per stud every 16 inches. So when I originally did the plans, I had planned to put legs for stability, but I found that mounting it to the wall in this fashion, that it was very sturdy and it didn't need legs. So with that being said, the finished product, it kind of floats off the floor at about 50 inches because that's the layout height I set. And there's no obstructions underneath, so it's going to look real clean when it's all finished. Each section, when I brought it down and screwed it to the wall, as you could see in the video, I then bolted it together with carriage bolts so that it was all one continuous unit, and each section built off its neighbor for stability. So some lessons learned when I was putting the benchwork together. It started off real slow, but once I got my rhythm, it went fairly quickly. As you can see in the video, I used 2 screw guns. I used the DeWalt for my drilling, and I had a cheap Black & Decker that I had laying around that I used for put the screws in. Totally sped up the process, made it much easier because you didn't have to stop to change bits. Just a little word of advice. Some people may not be able to afford to have 2 screw guns laying around. And also, as you can see in the video, as I was going along, I was making sure that each unit was plumb. All the joists were at 90-degree angles, so this way, when it went together real clean, real smooth, and easily, because nothing was out of plumb. I brought the units down, and I checked the level. I got the level in as close as I could, but it's not too critical because when we put the sub road bed down on the risers, that's where we're going to get our level from. So this way, each unit is fairly close to level. There was some little hiccups in certain spots, but we'll be able to hide that when we put the fascia board on. We'll just make sure that the fascia board is straight, so you won't tell that the benchwork is a little out of plumb. But it's all at 90 degrees, so that makes it real easy to work. So I had a lot of questions on what was this stud wall for behind me here. And what my plan with that is I wanted a total view block on the peninsula. So when you're operating in Englishtown, I don't want you to be able to see Lakehurst across the other aisle over here, and vice versa. When you're in this peninsula here, I don't want you to see Browns over there. So that's why I did this stud wall. And what I'm going to do with it when I finish this stud wall is I'm going to put sheetrock down underneath just to clean it up and make it look good. But up top, I'm just going to put masonite backdrop and go right to the studs. So this way, it'll be less sheetrock, tape, and spackle, and a little less cost. So it brings me to my next point, where we're going. Next, what I plan on doing is I plan on putting up all the backdrop. And then after that, I'm gonna leave it, I'm gonna put the backdrop up, tape, spackle, prime. I'm not gonna paint it. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lighting on, put the lighting valance up. And then I'll come back and paint the sky board, the sky color. The reason I want to do this is, number one, I want to have a nice backdrop for when I'm doing the videos, and when I'm laying track work, I want plenty of light so I can see. The other thing about the paint, when you go to match paint, you want to match the paint and the light that's in the lighting room. A prime example, a little quick story. A buddy went to Target to go buy a cell phone case. In the store, it looked like a deep blue. When he got it home in his house, he found out it was really a odd purple color, and that was because the lighting in the store had thrown off the color. So it's word to the wise is to match the sky color to the fluorescent lights that I'm going to be using. So this way, it doesn't look off when I put it up on the wall. So that's going to put a wrap on episode 5. Very happy with the construction progress this far. It went together very well. I'm very happy. A little side note for you video guys. The footage that you saw, it was approximately 20 hours of video footage. I edited it down, and then I put a little high speed on it just to play it back. So that's how I did that. So if you guys are out there trying to get started in video editing, I'm just using Windows Video Editor right now. And they got the double speed feature in there, so you can just stack it on and make it faster for whatever you want to do. So next episode, episode 6, we're going to be doing the backdrop. I'll show you how I put that up, and just want to thank you guys for following. I got a lot of good tips after last episode. That's why you saw in the beginning I had that little backdrop, because people were saying it was a little hard to watch when I'm standing against a blank wall. So I thank you guys for your input, and thanks for watching. Check us out on Facebook, Central Jersey Conrail and N-Scale, and subscribe to the channel, the YouTube channel. Also like us on Facebook so you can get the daily updates, because I'm always posting on Facebook on what we're doing down here. So thanks for following, and we'll see you next episode.